Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Kabir Considers. In this video, I'm going to react to the top 10 epic man versus food challenges. Now, I used to watch Man vs. Food, way back in the day, way back in the day, and I used to just be amazed at the challenges and the amounts of food. I think his name was Adam. He could put down. Couldn't believe it. And I used to think, man, just give me a chance. I could do this too. No chance of it. I was probably like, 15 at the time. There's just no chance I could do any of these challenges, but the food looked amazing. This video is going to be like a blast from the past, a good dose of nostalgia, bring back memories and probably make my mouth water at the same time. This should be a lot of fun to watch. Let's do it.
BRIT pit owner Bill Armbrecht dared to smoke his hog for 30 hours, achieving the most succulent pork ever.
Hungry yet? Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 man versus food challenges.
It's coming down to the wire.
Before we begin, we publish new
He was struggling, man. You could just see him shaking his head slowly.
videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're looking at the most impressive, epic, and over-the-top challenges that Adam Richman or Man vs. Food Nation
Is that 13 pounds of salmon? Oh my god, way too much. You could probably get like mercury poisoning from eating that, no?
have taken on in this Travel Channel favorite.
I've never felt being stuffed in the back of my head. I think the food has crept up my back.
Number 10. The Big Texan Challenge.
The Amarillo
First
challenge,
entry
I've
on our
heard of
list
this.
goes to the very first food challenge that Adam Richman undertook in the show's pilot episode.
I want to eat this bicycle seat made of meat. Dinner time. Bring it on.
After visiting some foodie destinations along Route 66, Richman stopped into the Big Texan Steak Ranch to take on their 72-ounce Big Texan Challenge. He had 1 hour to eat a 4.5-pound steak, a baked potato, a bread roll, beans, a shrimp cocktail, and a salad. Because health, right?
4 pounds, that's what? It said 4.2 pounds. That's almost 2 kilograms. 2 kilos.
But I'm going to chew right through that beef barrier, combining the side salad with my final beef bites.
While he seemed daunted at some points, he actually managed to finish with plenty of time to spare in just 29 minutes.
How?
Not a bad start.
How?
He is done at the 29.5-minute mark. We have a winner, folks.
Number 9. The Travis on a Silver Platter
I just don't get how he's able to put that much food down. Like, his stomach must just be just way bigger than the average man's.
Challenge.
That is like chow down fantasy.
Do you love burritos? You might not be so keen on them after watching this episode. Richman headed to Grandma's K&I Diner to coach some brave participants in the Travis on a Silver Platter Challenge. It involves eating an absolutely enormous burrito with a side of fries, all of which weighed in at a whopping 8.
I love how that mountain of French fries is called a side. oh, that's the side. Jesus, man, how much French fries?
8 pounds.
You may be even suffering from the meat sweats. You have time to make Travis dining history.
So
Only
much.
2 people had ever managed to finish it before Richman arrived on the scene. And the host even said that it may have been the toughest challenge that had ever been attempted on the show. Even with multiple people working on it, food was the winner on this one.
The Travises gave MVF Nation their all. And I'd like to present you with a championship belt.
That's
That
so
makes
much
them
food.
heroes in my book.
Number 8.
Because in a way, the French fries is worse than the meat. Because the fries, when they soak up all the water in the stomach, they just swell up, don't they? But then red meat is heavy. What do you guys think would be harder, the steak challenge or that burrito challenge? I'm probably going to lean to the burrito challenge.
The Southwestern Exposure Challenge. You wouldn't imagine that something as light and healthy as an omelet could bring a man down, but that is exactly what happened in this Season 1 challenge.
Time to put the eat in Seattle.
This is the breakfast of titans. Forget about the breakfast of champions.
Richman traveled to Seattle and paid a visit to Beth's Cafe, which is known for its Southwestern Exposure Challenge. About 1 in 10 people manage to conquer it
How
by
many
eating
eggs
a
is that?
12-egg omelet stuffed with beef brisket and a bunch of other Southwestern-style fixings.
12 eggs.
This is only a half-hour-long show?
This will be a two-parter.
Yeah.
Richmond was going up against a competitor for this one, a local guy named Adam who'd beaten the challenge before. In the end, though, neither of them was up for the challenge, though East Coast Adam came close.
Wow, he came real close. I think the dozen eggs, you know, is doable by itself for sure, but it's the beef and all that stuff as well. Like the most eggs I've had in one go is 5, but I had that with like potatoes, like yams. But a dozen with, yeah, that's a lot.
Close.
Today, by a narrow margin, food won.
Number 7, the classic whale challenge. If you're not big on smoked fish, you might want to look away for this one.
Call me Captain Ahab because this is my white whale!
In Philadelphia, Spread Bagelry offers up the classic whale challenge, which by the time Man vs. Food got there, had never been beaten.
There's no
It's a
way.
3-person challenge, but even so, it's an
okay.
incredibly daunting one.
Now that Nikki has finished the whole top half of the bagel,
Look at him. He's like having to psych himself
all
up.
3 of us can zero in on taking down the base of the whale.
A
So
4-pound
big.
bagel is paired with 9 pounds of filling, including smoked salmon, cream cheese, red onions, and capers. It is a shocking amount of food, and despite the help he had, this team was not able to finish it all. For
It's
losing,
so much
they had to
food.
pay for the cost of the plate, $250.
Casey, I'm sorry.
250.
The Wall of Fame remains empty.
Number
To
6.
be fair, 250 seems reasonable for all that salmon, especially if it's good quality smoked salmon.
Spicy Fall Challenge. When you think of New York, you probably think of deli sandwiches, thin crust pizza, and street meat. But curry? Not so much.
All right, let's do it. I'm terrified. I have to wear protective gear to have food.
Richmond did sample some local delicacies while in the Big Apple, but also headed to Brick Lane Curry House in the East Village for their Spicy Fall Challenge, in which competitors attempt to eat what the restaurant deems to be the spiciest curry in the world.
This one looked
There's
really
so much of it. It's kind of unrelenting, and it's beating me. It's pretty freaking hot.
Adam did manage to finish this one, with only a bit of trepidation after the owner told him that someone who tried it started bleeding from the nose during their attempt.
I salute you, and I eat you.
well
Number
done.
5. The
I mean, this is just ridiculous. I mean, absolutely ridiculous. Like, the spicy ones, I think I'd struggled with the most. To be honest, I'd struggle with everything on this list. Everything. But the spicy ones, the heat...
absolutely ridiculous burger challenge. In Detroit, Mally's Sports Grill and Bar boasts one of the most over-the-top food challenges that we've ever heard of.
You guys are
But how much of this is actually meat, though? It looks very bready. Like, it almost looks like it's 50% meat, 50% breadcrumbs.
40 minutes in. You're 2/3 done with the burger. You've got less than 80 pounds left.
The fact that a team to complete it can involve 40 people should be an indication of just how insane it is. The base of it is a gargantuan 190-pound hamburger, topped with 10 pounds of cheeses, 4 pounds of bacon, and a variety of vegetables.
We've still got roughly 40 pounds on our plates and another 15 pounds still to be served.
Even with the help of local firefighters, wrestlers, cops, and athletes, the food still won on this one, with the team only eating
It's
about
so
160 of the 190 pounds.
This round goes to food.
Number 4. The
Man, that burger just looked... It didn't even look real to me. It just looked fake. I mean, absolutely ridiculous. Huge.
Kodiak Arrest Challenge. The Alaskan food scene may not get a whole lot of attention, but viewers' interest was definitely piqued after seeing the challenge in this episode.
It's time to eat my way
Crab's
into
legs.
Alaskan food lore.
Richmond headed to the interestingly named Humpy's Alaskan Ale House to try out the so very punny Kodiak Arrest Challenge.
Oh my
Local
goodness.
specialties were the focus here, with king crab legs, Alaskan salmon,
Be
and reindeer meat
delicious.
all featuring on the menu.
The first bite brings me to a state of euphoria.
Adam Adam had an hour and a half to finish the 7 courses of this meal,
No problem.
which totaled about 6 pounds in weight.
Wow.
In the end, Richmond actually became the first person to ever win this one, and with 43 minutes to spare.
This guy is a machine. Does he not eat for like a week or something before these challenges to really create all the space he needs? I just don't get how he's putting this food down. Like any of you guys who know how he's managing to do all this, let me know in the comments.
Congratulations, Adam. You're the proud winner of this t-shirt.
Number 3, the Winsel's Oyster House Challenge. In season 4 of Man vs. Food, the format was switched up so that competitors around the country could participate in challenges on the show, with Adam Richman as their coach.
I lay down my shucking glove, I shake your shucking hand, and let's start this shucking challenge. Let's get it on.
This challenge at Winsel's Oyster House in Mobile, Alabama, featured Big Joe Evans trying to reclaim his first place title by eating 422 raw oysters in under an hour.
Unfortunately, these
Dude, oh my god. Oh man, 400.
still got over 300 mollusks to go.
It had been nearly a decade since he set a record by eating 406, but this time around, he didn't manage to make it
400.
close to 400.
Give it up for Joe!
If you want to see Richmond himself knock back tons of seafood, check out the Davy Jones Locker Challenge in the Long Island episode.
Because pain is temporary, pride is forever, and seafood is freaking delicious, especially on Long Island.
Number 2, the 10-pound stuffed pizza challenge. Of the 442 two-person teams that had attempted the stuffed pizza challenge at Randy's Wooster Street Pizza Shop, only 2 had ever prevailed.
15 minutes in, and we're already halfway there.
One of these winners was Greg Malumian, who teamed up with Richmond to try to bring home a second win. They had to consume a 10-pound pizza, stuffed with an unimaginable amount of meat, cheese, and vegetables in under an hour.
Impressive. You know, this guy, he seems quite slim. Like, how is he? Because I would have thought someone who's slim, their stomach hasn't shrunken. I mean, hasn't expanded. Or maybe his has.
I don't think I can go any further.
The thing that made this one so exciting is that they really left it down to the wire, finishing all their crusts with only a moment to spare.
You have beaten the Stuffed Pizza Challenge with 1 second left. Congratulations.
Well done. 1 second.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Pretty hot. I think I'm gonna do the
What is
popcorn
that?
for as long as I can and then sip this thing. Hey, you know what?
What is
I got
that?
a better idea. I'm gonna
Popcorn.
start. Yeah.
Up against it. All right, swallowing is now getting a little hard.
He's gonna have so much gas later on.
As you can tell, I got a little ice cream baby happening.
I make it through the second third.
Adam, get it fast. You got those nachos.
Number 1, the Fire in Your Hole Wings Challenge. While many of the entries that made our top 10 are there because of the obscene quantities of food offered up, this one featured a totally normal amount of chicken wings.
They're fire in your whole wings.
Just 10. So what makes this challenge so challenging? Well, the Munchies 420 Cafe in Sarasota makes their wings pretty much as spicy as possible, using a combination of habaneros, cayenne, and ghost chili extract.
Only 2 wings in, and I'm on the verge of passing out.
Richmond had 20 minutes to eat them and wasn't allowed to drink any milk to help ease the pain.
Oh my
He
God.
only managed to get 2 down before giving up. And this was the first time in the show that a spicy food challenge had bested him.
Today in Sarasota, Florida, at Munchies 420, in the battle of man versus food, food definitely won. Can you please close the door, please?
Poor guy.
It hurts.
Do you agree with our picks?
Jeez.
Check out these other great clips from Watch Mo.
Man, every single one of those challenges looked insane. Like the only one maybe I could try that I'd, feel pretty good about doing is the one in Alaska, the crab's legs one, just because those looked so tasty. That last one with those extremely spicy wings, just seeing the different peppers. I saw him put Scotch bonnets in there, ghost pepper extract. you know, just the heat coming off that blender after he blended all that stuff up and opened it, that would probably singe your nostril hairs. Like it would, oh my God, just the thought of eating that, no thank you. Like any of you watching this, like let me know, how does he manage to do this? Like, is it just a natural skill being able to put down this much food, or is it something you can practice to do? I guess if you eat more gradually over a long period of time, you eat more. It just, you know, slowly expands the stomach. Crazy impressive, man. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.